Guys, I want to mention some global artists from Africa that cuts across Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, and other countries around Africa. If you know that you are on the continent of Africa, I think you have to understand that yes, we still got some global artists, but Nigeria is dominating more. And that is, bringing a kind of envy among some persons and some stakeholders in the industry. We see some hate comments coming in from a lot of persons. In Cameroon, they are trying to ban Nigerian songs from their clubs and other things. And in Ghana, these guys are really fighting Nigerians until the likes of Sharawale came up and said, man, we not need to fight them because they've made so much investment in their music industry. So Ghanaians should start making investment. I listened to Sarkodie's song called Press, and Sarkodie actually spoke about the investment Ghanaians are making is little compared to that of other countries in Africa like Nigeria to an extent. And Nigeria has actually played a big brother role in trying to influence the Ghanaian music industry. But the hate keeps coming to an extent. Tyla is getting a global recognition right now, especially with her recent sounds. And she is a fantastic artist to an extent and a good songwriter. I think she needs to collaborate more with some Nigerian artists, some other African artists, and American artists to move the industry forward. That is one thing I believe. She is from South Africa to an extent, and she has actually made an impact getting a Grammy nomination in 2023. A big one and a big shout out to Tyla. Asake is another number on this particular list right now. This guy is, killing it back to back. Mr. Money with the vibes. Got a lot of energy when it comes to stage. Got a lot of moves and has, talent to an extent. His voice is so unique that many people are always interested in his sound. This guy sings with the Yoruba language. He's globally accepted by a lot of persons who don't really even understand what he's talking about. He's got an influence globally from Africa, yes, Africa to the world to an extent. I'm a piano. Rema is a number out here. Rema, Selena Gomez is actually still trending on social media right now and trending on streaming platforms. They were able to amass 1 billion streams on Spotify. That is the first African song to do that on Spotify. He got a plaque for it. That is a global number for Rema. And also, some people are really concerned about Rema not getting a Grammy nomination after putting out the songs like Countdown and the remix out there. What is happening? That is what a lot of persons are really asking after getting some international awards for his contribution to the Afrobeat. He calls his sound Afro rave to an extent. He is a subgenre of Afrobeat. That is one thing I believe it to be. Ayrastarr is a number to reckon with. Ayrastarr got a lot of vibes, got a lot of energy, and got some interesting songs out there that are really clicking on brains' ears right now. People are muttering the song. That is what to say. But I think Ayrastarr is a young, vibrant lady who people are looking up to, replacing the likes of Tiwa Savage over the years, because the likes of Tiwa Savage, they will retire eventually soon and then stay on the line and see it from that point of view. Ayrastarr got the energy and the vibes, and we should say, Ayrastarr, you are good to go. Tems is another number out there. This lady has, moved from the local scene to the international scene, doing it flawlessly. I think Tems got a lot of value in the international market. The likes of Drake, the likes of Future and others will tell you about Tems, and she got these vibes to an extent. But a lot of people were really concerned about her stage performance because she needs to learn the craft on stage. Not about the good voice, but also about your presence on stage and how you carry yourself to an extent. That is one thing I believe. She's a pretty lady. She's got the future ahead of her. She's got great writing skills, and her work was actually nominated at the Oscar. That is a big one and a big recognition for Tems. Recently, Odumodu Black decided to feature Tems in a song. According to Odumodu Black, he said, yes, they asked me to pay 500 million naira to get her featured on a song. That is 500,000 US dollar. Tems, make you consider Odumodu now. Burna Boy is one guy that has stayed in the industry for a while right now, and this guy keeps getting better and better every time, every now and then. And I think he's one of the most talented Nigerian artists right now, selling out arenas across the globe. This guy is a global brand to an extent. Burna Boy, Odogu, African giant, he is a global brand more than a local, recognition is getting in Nigeria and Africa at a time like this. And we have to celebrate him to an extent because his I Told Them album got about 4 nominations at the Grammys. That is the highest from a Nigerian on a Grammy. Davido is one big guy that has gotten the international eye right now. I think it's a blessing for Davido in 2023. After losing his son, Ifeanyi, Davido is right now blessed so hard. I think this guy got a lot to offer in the industry, especially coming back so strong than ever. Davido is one guy that has been my favorite since the days of Omo Babolo. I started following Davido in 2011 precisely, and this guy has been out there making interesting sounds. His Timeless album is one of the biggest albums in Nigeria in 2023, and I think we have to celebrate with Davido. He got 3 Grammy nominations with his Timeless album. That is a big number for Davido. He was excited to post about it. At last, Davido got a Grammy nomination. Who knows, he may win a Grammy at the end of the day, because when you're talking about Burna Boy, Davido and Wizkid, it's always they don't nominate them for Grammy awards before. I think right now we don't have to say that. These guys are really big in the industry. Each time we say South Africans, Ghanaians, Cameroonians, they hate Nigeria, some people doubt it to an extent. We've seen a lot of videos where these guys are really coming out to say it boldly on social media, and we have them a lot of videos around. I want you to watch this video and get to understand something before I speak about it.
No to Nigerian music in Cameroon. We are tired of your greed.
DJ Willie, I love you, but please stop playing Nigerian music and party for hours and hours and hours.
That is a video evidence of the amount of hate these guys are really churning out to Nigerian artists out there, especially our project, our top artists, the likes of Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Rema, and others. One thing they don't really understand is, in a bid to hate Nigerian successes, they are really telling God that they hate success. So, becoming successful because you hate success is not going to be easy until you embrace other people's success. That is when success will find you. Success dwells in a place where there is happiness. That is something you need to understand. Away from that, let's talk about some other things trending out on social media. We got Fally Ipupa, who is a fantastic artist from Congo, and this guy sold out arena in France, about 40,000 capacity arena. That is a big one and a big achievement. Some top Nigerian artists can't really do that, and this guy is well loved by the Francophone countries because he uses French to sing and tell African story. I love Fally Ipupa to an extent. I think we have to pay attention to this guy. But some people are really coming out with comparison between Fally Ipupa and some top Nigerian artists. When we start comparing artists in Africa, we are disintegrating the African culture and the music industry, and that is not going to help us progress to an extent. That is one thing you guys need to actually understand by this whole story that is trending on social media. Fally Ipupa in Paris, France was an interesting one. Some Nigerian top bloggers and some reporters, radio personality, on-air personality came out to support Fally Ipupa. The likes of Adesope was there, and he spoke about Fally Ipupa and supporting this young brother from Africa, pushing Africa beyond this world. Instead of people to see it from that